Hey there guys, I hope you're all doing very well. Welcome back to another video. And yes, that is a smile on my face because Chelsea have just beat Fluminense in the Club World Cup semi-final and Chelsea are in the final. And all I can say, I feel like this is probably the most professional, disciplined display that Chelsea have produced. Obviously there's been mixed games so far in this Club World Cup. I didn't cover the Benfica or the Palmeiras game, but the Benfica game, yes, Chelsea won 4-1, but they had to take the game to extra time, and they should have really won it at full time, hence there was a big delay. And then Palmeiras, there was little bit of a scare moment here and there, but Chelsea got the job done and just made it through. But against Fluminense, Chelsea were very clinical. I mean, I wouldn't say clinical. I mean, that's the wrong word. I think there were chances Chelsea should have really made it more than 2-0. But I think Chelsea produced a very disciplined display. But João Pedro, for me, was the star of the show. Just two brilliant goals. And he's looking like the real deal. You know, he came on to basically replace Liam Delap, who was suspended for this match. Hopefully, now he's going to be back for the final. I mean, it's also now going to debate the position. Who's going to play on top of either him or João Pedro? Who knows? But it just shows that Chelsea have got good strength there. But yeah, let's actually go more in depth about the match today. So I think throughout the game, Chelsea were the better team. First half, I will say it was more fairly even. Realistically, the difference in the first half was João Pedro's amazing finish. Just curled it in. The Fluminense goalkeeper had really no chance of saving that. Really, any goalkeeper wouldn't really save that. It was curled perfectly into the corner of the net. And that was like the real difference in that first half. Fluminense did have a chance. Sanchez was very hesitant to really try and get the ball. And the Fluminense player did put it past Sanchez. But Cucurella had to clear it off the line. And who knows what would have happened at that point if they came back in the game and made it 1-1 in the first half. So, obviously that didn't happen. But there were like some scare moments, like Chelsea, gave away a penalty, but VAR deemed it to be not to be handball because Chalobah's arm was not considered in an unnatural position. I mean, that could be some debate there, but at the end of the day, it wasn't a penalty. But I think first half was more or less an even first half, even despite Chelsea being 1-0 up. But second half, I think Chelsea were the better team. They really took control of the game, really limiting Fluminense much of an attacking threat. They did have like some chances from long range, but Sanchez did make some saves and they were fairly comfortable. But Chelsea looked very good in attack. Like, they made some good transitions. Really, I think they should have really scored more. I mean, there was another good finish from João Pedro, and he just, put the ball into the top corner of the net, from the crossbar into the net. But there were like some chances throughout the game. But I think Fluminense's best player was Thiago Silva. I mean, I'm sure it was an emotional game for him, to play against Chelsea. Obviously considering that he won Chelsea the Champions League, the Club World Cup. He had like a proven success at Chelsea, especially on a free transfer, and now he still looks good playing for Fluminense. He made some very good defensive clearances, and if it wasn't for him, maybe it could have been more than 2-0, but I thought easily Thiago Silva was Fluminense's best player. Now, it's going to be unknown who Chelsea will play next in the final. Obviously, in tomorrow's game, PSG are playing Real Madrid. I think either one of those two teams is going to be a big test for Chelsea. I don't know whether people will say that Chelsea probably had an easier passage of making it to the final. But at the end of the day, you got to, look at the teams that you're facing up against. And I do think Fluminense, like I said earlier, are a good side and shouldn't have been underestimated. Obviously they beat Inter Milan. They, beat Al Hilal beat Manchester City. There has been like some shocks in this tournament. It hasn't just been like an easy European teams are just going to annihilate all the other teams. It hasn't been like that at all. So I think really this tournament has shown there has been some shocks and some moments, which I think is good, I guess. And I don't know whether this is going to be the future for this tournament moving forward. I think it will be, but it's interesting. And now Chelsea are in the final, and they had to, and throughout the tournament they've had to really be at their best. Against Benfica they had to take the game to extra time, but did win the game 4-1. And against Palmeiras, Palmeiras had some moments too, and Chelsea had to get that over the line as well. So obviously this tournament has shown that, I think if this is the way forward, I think it can potentially be a better tournament. I mean, unfortunately, I think the fact it was played in America, and also the FIFA didn't really advertise this tournament very well. Even today, I had to literally find where the coverage is for all these games, not knowingly it's going to be on DAZN, which usually in the UK you never really see football from DAZN, but I think they are going to bring more football coverage to that platform. And sometimes the quality for me watching it on DAZN is not great, but that's a whole different conversation. But it's good to see that Chelsea are progressing upwards, and hopefully whoever they get in the final is going to be very interesting, and hopefully Chelsea can really make it count and potentially be world champions. Who knows? But yeah, let me know what you guys think of the Chelsea Fluminense match. Let me know what you think of how Chelsea have been throughout this tournament, now going into the final. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe, dislike if you want to dislike. Thank you for watching, and yeah, that's about it. See you later.